Hey, what's up, guys? Kovyaki here, back again with another video. And the video of today will be simple. We're gonna do a quick review of the trade deadline that happened yesterday. And including some trades that happened a little bit earlier. I will give you my opinion on which team did good and which team did bad. So first of all, I'll talk about one of the bigger trades that happened. Taylor Hall got traded away from Buffalo to the Boston Bruins, and I'm sure he's ecstatic about it. He got traded against with Curtis Lazar, against Anders Bjork, and a second round pick. And in the terms of the guy is Taylor Hall. Uh, it's some you thought Adam Larson was low for Taylor Hall at the time. I know it's not the same situation and it's not even comparable, but it's very a good price for Taylor Hall. I think, even though I don't think it's a guy that you want into the locker room. Around the leaders in Boston with Pasternak, Bergeron, and Brad Marchand. Charlie McAvoy is getting to more and more being a leader. I think having Taylor Hall will be a great addition for them, and I think his head will be on hockey and not on anything else. So I'd say for the Bruins, it's an amazing trade. And also, if he signs and he plays well, like he did play back in 2014, 2015, or those years with Edmonton, where when he was getting more points than game played, it's a very, very, very low price for the Boston Bruins. And if Taylor Hall's like he matures with the group of leaders he's got with him in Boston, and he said he wanted to sign a long-term contract with them, So I have to say that Boston did a really good job getting Taylor Hall. We have the trade that Detroit stole the show at the end of the trade deadline. They traded their once, before this guy was labeled as a superstar or an emerging superstar, and kind of never, and he never kind of got to this level of a superstar. And he's already 26 years old. He ain't that young anymore. Steve Yzerman decided to move on from him, and I can't blame him. The Capitals of the Washington Capitals gave away for Anthony Manta, it's a great package for the Red Wings. Jakub Vrana is I don't know. You can't compare, I think, just Vrana with Manta. You can do that comparison, but then the Capitals added Richard Panik, which is a guy that played under Stevie Y in Tampa Bay. A first-round pick in 2021. It will be probably between 22 and 31, and a second-round pick in the 2022 draft. Like you can see, Manta got great years. Not great, good years. 48 and 67 is good. It's good with 25 goals. 38 and 43, it's very good. But this year, and it is with a bad team. So it will be interesting, though, to see what Manta will do with the Capitals. Maybe he will play with Backstrom. Maybe he'll play with he's a right wing. Maybe he'll play with Ovi. There's much possibilities with the guy in Washington, but I think at the end of the day, Stevie Y got the better of it with Panik, Vrana, a first and a second. Another trade that I want to talk about is the trade that happened a day earlier on April 11th, 2021. It's a trade that sent Jeff Carter to the Pittsburgh Penguins against some picks, a third and a conditional fourth round pick for the 2023 NHL draft, and the third is for the 2022 NHL entry draft. Carter is a guy that He used to score so many goals. He's a true scorer. He was. Now he kind of got old a little bit. But the thing with the Pittsburgh Penguins, man, is that after Crosby, after Malkin, they are so in the shit, my guy. Because they trade all their picks and trading a pick in 2023 that doesn't help to rebuild this team after those guys. I know they want to win now, and getting Jeff Carter could be a good ad for them, honestly. But they have to start thinking the aftermath of all this. And I think it was Jim Rutherford. I think it was Jim Rutherford. He was ready to deal those guys, those maybe not Crosby, but Malkin and Letang and Lemieux and guys higher than him. They wasn't ready. They weren't ready. I mean, so Rutherford just say, "Okay, I'm out," and they continue. They give picks, and time will be rough for Pittsburgh Penguins later. So right now we're gonna talk about the trade that bring David Savard to the Tampa Bay Lightning. It was a three-way trade actually. It's right here, as you can see. David Savard first got acquired by the Detroit Red Wings, but got swapped to the Tampa Bay Lightning for a fourth-round pick. So the Red Wings ended up with a fourth-round pick. The Blue Jackets ended up with a first-round pick as 2021, and also a third-round pick 2022. And the Lightning ended up with David Savard and Brian Lashoff. Some people might say the argument that Savard doesn't worth a first-round pick, but keep in mind that the Lightning, they don't really care. Not they don't care about their first-round pick, but they're all in for the cup. Their players are young. Drafting a guy at 30, 31, it's like a second-round pick actually. And I was hearing Guy Boucher speaking at RDS, and was saying that like the percentage of the player making the NHL. And the impact will be pretty in the long term. Tampa Bay wants to win now, so I understand why they gave away their first round pick. David Savard is a really good defensive defenseman. He's big, he's strong. This is a good ad for the Tampa Bay Lightning. It will be very tough to play. And in that trade, in my mind, the Tampa Bay Lightning just ensured themselves to get their hands on David Savard. I think they really wanted him. And if you're the Columbus Jackets, then you got a first round pick for David Savard, a guy that had 6 points, which is reliable defensively, but your team doesn't compete for a playoff spot or the Stanley Cup. So you're fine with that. It's a good trade for both. And the trade that I did not understand is the one sending Gaudette to the Chicago Blackhawks for Matthew Highmore. If somebody knows what's up with Matthew Highmore, if he's as good as Gaudette or even better, tell me. I didn't take a good look at the player. I have heard good things about Gaudette. I've seen him played. I thought the guy was much better, but maybe I'm wrong. So the Montreal made 2 acquisitions during that trade deadline. They got John Merrill. From what I've heard, he is a good defensive defenseman. He's 6'3", 195. A second round pick from the Devils 11 years ago. The thing I like about him is that he is a full NHLer since 8 years. He's playing in the NHL since 2013. He missed a lot of games, though. I don't know if it is because he was an LT scratch or if it's due to injuries. But I like the fact that he didn't see any AHL time since his rookie year. So I think that says a lot. I prefer having him in my lineup than Victor Mete that we don't have anymore. We'll see with Romanov. He's still young. Maybe I would like to enter the playoffs with Merrill rather than Romanov. We'll see what's playing out. And finally, there's many other trades, but there are smaller ones. Finally, I'll talk about the Nick Foligno trade that sent him to the Leafs. I like the deal for the Leafs, even though again it's a first pick that they sent. It's like the trade with Savard. From the Columbus side, you're happy you got a first pick. From the Leaf side, your focus is on the cup. You got good young players, so we don't focus on your first round pick that much. That will probably maybe be at least 22 overall. At worst for the Leafs, and at best for the Leafs, a 31 overall if they win the cup. But Foligno will bring another kind of vibe that the Leafs got already. The vibe I'm speaking about is the leadership vibe. He's a captain, and the Leafs in last recent years they got plenty of old ex-captains. You can see here, John Tavares was the captain for the Islanders and the current Leafs captain. Jason Spezza, he's a leader. Jake Muzzin, he's a leader. He wasn't a captain in LA though, but he's still a leader. Joe Thornton, captain with the Sharks, a leader. Wayne Simmons, he's a leader also. Bogosian, I'd say he's a leader. Not sure about it though, but I'd say. And then Nick Foligno, adding to that. This is a guy that plays with heart, with passion. I very like Nick Foligno. This is a great ad for the Leafs. And like for the Lightning, forget the first round pick. You got a solid guy for the playoffs. So that's pretty much it, guys, for the video. There's a lot of other trades, but they are minor. Some honorable mentions are the one with Monter to the Florida Panthers for a third round pick. Monter will be placed for sure as not as a replacement for Ekblad, but it will help to recover the loss of Ekblad. Other trades that's worth honorable mention. Let me see. Kulikov here for the Edmonton Oilers. Jan Mark for the Vegas Golden Knights. But they aren't great players. They're third line, fourth line players. It's all right. Sam Bennett here. Pretty much traded for more than Taylor Hall, a second, and this guy, young prospect, second round pick by the Panthers last year. Benaten for a fifth. So I like the trade deadline for the Wings. I like the trade deadline for the Panthers. I liked also the trade for the Islanders to get Zajac and Palmieri. I like the trade deadline for the Montreal Canadiens. They got an offensive defenseman. Also, I like the trade deadline for the Boston Bruins. And I can't say that I hate the acquisition of Anthony Manta. Maybe it'll tear it up in Washington, but right now I would give the advantage to the Red Wings. But yeah, guys, I'm getting tired right now, so I'm gonna get a little bit of sleep, and see you soon. And don't forget to subscribe, guys. It will be very appreciated. Also, thumbs up if you enjoyed, and ciao ciao.